I have to say, I've probably just watched one of the funniest and weirdest things in several years, and you really should too. Greetings, Dave here, DCPFX. I preface this by saying it was weird. It is. It's weird. It's the Weird Al biopic. Now, the reason I say it's weird is it's the funniest thing I've seen in a long time, because here's what it is. All right, you all know who Weird Al is. He's a parodist. He writes parodies of other people's songs and does his own stuff. One of my favorite songs he ever had was on Even Worse, The Good Old Days. It was a James Taylor type song, and it's about this psychopath. And I laugh, and my wife goes, "There's something wrong with you." Check it out if you have the ability to look it up. It's pretty funny. Anyway, the Weird Al story, or Weird Al Yankovic story, is, what's the best way to put it, his career is built on making parodies. So his biopic is a parody of all the biopics. We're watching this, my wife goes, "That doesn't sound right." And I said to her, very little in this entire movie is right. And if you look through it, it's like, I don't want to give too much away because it only came out, just the other day. But there's things that it's like, didn't happen. And when you get through the whole movie, and at the very end, they're going through all these images, and it starts off fine. Here's Al with this, and Al with that, and then suddenly here's Al with, well, when did that happen? When did Al end up boxing with Don King as his promoter? When did? It's hilarious. And Daniel Radcliffe playing Weird Al. Weird Al is like a tallish, not quite as tall as me, but tallish, lanky fellow, and Daniel Radcliffe is a not. It's funny. It's funny. And the one nice thing I saw about this too is when you're looking at Rotten Tomatoes, audience score, when I saw 90, critic score 89. Something that everyone agrees on. So if you have Roku, where I am, that's where we saw it on. If you have that, check it out. It is hilarious. And all the bits they have in there, they have some great actors filling in little bit roles. Like you have Rainn Wilson as Dr. Demento. You have the two lesser known Lonely Island guys are in there. You have Paul F. Tompkins, and they're all playing just real tiny little roles. Jack Black as Wolfman Jack. That was really great. David Dalmatian, Dalmatian, is that his name? The one who was in Ant-Man, and also he played Murdoch in the new MacGyver. Dalmatian, maybe? He was the Polka Dot Man in Suicide Squad. It was really well done. When you look at it, like as soon as it starts, you got to figure like his father is missing a hand from the factory. Well, what do you make at the factory? It's a factory. What do you make there? It's just, you could tell it is all very, very tongue-in-cheek. It starts very quickly as tongue-in-cheek, and it goes further and further and further and further. And it was cool. And obviously you could tell when it started happening, like they started doing the actual singing stuff, that it was not Daniel Radcliffe singing, it was Al singing. But it was fantastic. Also bits of it too are like how, he ended up he snuck out and went to a polka party. Anyway, if you have a chance to check this out, do it. It's funny. I laughed through it. I laughed a lot through it, and I had a good time doing it. So I definitely would recommend it. Now, the reason I'm telling you this now, this is Monday's video, but I'm actually taping this on Saturday because I've decided I'm going to take the plunge. I'm going to go to Ventura. I'm going to make that leap. So I want to get a couple things into the hopper so that in case Final Cut stops working, I'll have something to do to come back from, to put things up and while I figure out my problems. I don't think I'm going to, because I do have Final Cut running on my office machine, running Ventura, so I just want to move to this next step. So that's why I'm doing this now. So if it looks like, well, that's kind of odd, well, yeah, it's been up for a couple days, everyone's seen it. Well, I'm doing this on Saturday for a Monday release. So that is the video for today. Thanks everyone who's watched my stream replay. I really appreciate that. First day I've got 40 views, so that's awesome. Thank you guys, appreciate it. And hey, I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be weekly, so check in next Friday. We'll see what's going on. So that's today's video. Everyone have a great day. We'll talk to you all.